everyone, today I'm going to be doing a nail build for you. So what we need are some nail forms. I got one off Amazon. These are the sticker ones. I like working with these better than the wire ones just because these stay in place a bit better than the wire ones I find. And you can get away with just clearly frisky, but I'm going to show you also with champagne toast because I think it looks really pretty. All right, so the hardest part of all of this is just getting on your nail form. So they're flat on the sheet, you can see. So I like to, there's the tip, I like to roll it just because our nail is going to be going through this little hole. You'll see when I peel it off, but you want it to have a little bit of shape. Okay, so once it's a little bit rounded, you can see I have a C curve in my nail, so I do need a little bit of shape. If you have flatter nails, you won't have to roll it quite as much. If you're having trouble, there are tons of YouTube videos on how to apply these, just even depending on your nail shape. Alrighty, so you're gonna split the bottom open, and then this sticker is going under the nail. Okay, so you can see the midline there. And we want it to be as snug to the tip of the nail as possible. So try to keep it in the middle and try to have it snugged up nice and tight to the nail. We want like a really nice natural transition from our natural nail to the extension that we're going to build. So you can see that's nice and tight. So once you're happy with the position, you got to stick everything down so it's not going to go anywhere. That's why I like these ones, because the wire ones can tend to move if you don't get them quite snug enough, but I'm happy with this. So you could really extend, look at how long you could go. I'm just trying to match up my other nails. I tore this guy on my phone holder. I have a ring on the back, and using my nails as tools instead of jewels, I would like dig my nail under there to flip it up. And that's what happened, I tore it. Alrighty, so our nail extender is set. So let's get started. So this is going in with champagne toast. We want to focus the majority of our polish on the stress line. So the stress line is where the extension is going to meet up with the natural nail. So again, you don't want to glob it on too thick because it's not going to be able to cure, just like any other color, but you do want, you know, a good amount of polish. So now the trick is you want to extend it up however far you want it. So I'm not going up super far because I don't need a ton of length, probably to that second curved line. You're going to fill that all in with polish. So make sure you're getting the corners too, because those need to adhere. Okay, and then once you're happy with the tip, you can go over the whole nail. You want the whole nail to be the same thickness, I guess. It's the best word. If you left your nail bare, then when you take the nail extender off, you're gonna have a really thick tip and nothing on the nail. Okay, so you can see where I took the polish up to. So we're gonna cure that. So just careful going under the lamp. The stickers are kind of thick on the back. So that's gonna cure for a full 45 seconds. And this is going to take 5 coats. So like I said, if you just wanted a clear nail, you could just use Clearly Frisky, and it's going to be 5 layers. So the nail is strong, it's durable. I personally just like the look of the champagne toast. I want to show you how pretty it looks on its own. It looks like a really muted out French manicure. So I just think it's pretty with the champagne toast. So I'm going to do 2 coats of champagne toast, and then I'm going to finish it off with 3 coats of Clearly Frisky. So it's almost done its first 45-minute cure, or 45-second cure, sorry, and then we're doing just the same thing again with champagne toast. So you can see it's cured. You can see, you know, the shiny part of the nail up the sticker. Alrighty, so starting on that stress point again, just running a bead along there because you really need that to adhere. That needs to be the strongest point. Once you're happy with this thickness of the polish, I find the corners the trickiest. Once you're happy with the thickness there, just feather it up to the line or how long you want your nail to be when you take the form off. Try to keep it as smooth as possible. So I'm happy with that. Then take whatever is left on your brush and just coat the nail. Okay. So that was round 2, curing that again. So that is it for champagne toast. The rest I'm going to do with Clearly Frisky. Give your polish a few rolls. Get it ready to use. So like I said, this is 5 coats. So something to keep in mind is that it's 5 coats of polish and it is going to be harder to remove. I've never done a full set because ever since using GelMoment, I've been able to grow my own nails. But first of all, it's time consuming. We have to cure it 5 times and that's without curing a polish onto it. So, you know, you can see if you're interested in taking the time to do it. I personally like it for fix-ups because life happens and you break a nail and you just want everything to be perfect. So that's why I'm doing it. But I mean, it is going to be harder to remove because it is 5 coats of polish. Alrighty, so going in with Clearly Frisky, we're going to start again at that stress point. Making sure you get the corners. So going up the form, trying to keep everything nice and smooth. Okay, and then just taking whatever is left on your brush and doing the nail. The key is just trying to keep everything smooth. Okay, so that's coat 3, cure 3. Alrighty, so like I was saying, it is going to be harder to remove because there's 5 coats. So if you do try this technique, whether it's one nail or your whole hand, be patient with removal. This system is awesome because it's damage free, but if you get going with your file or your cuticle pusher too hard, you are going to thin out your nail. You can gouge it with the cuticle pusher, so just be patient. You're going to have to, on removal, file down with the white side of your file, get rid of the thickness of some of the gel, and then place your remover pads on. Let it soak for 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, depending on what removers you have and the nail type that you have. And you might have to put the removers back on. So whatever's soft enough, push it off, and then go in there with your file again, file it down thinner, and then put the remover pads back on if it's not quite ready. Alrighty, so Clearly Frisky again. This is coat 4. So now you can see how it's forming. Kind of cool, hey? Alrighty, so we're gonna go in. Now we can just focus on the whole nail. The tip is going to be nice and strong. So just now making sure that the whole nail and the new tip is flat, and it's just going to transition like a natural nail would. Okay, so this is cure 4. One more coat with Clearly Frisky, and we're done. And then I'll pop the nail form off and show you because we are going to need to shape it too. Alrighty, last time, going in with Clearly Frisky. So again, just focusing on the whole nail. And of course, this nail is going to be thicker than the rest of your nails because it obviously has 5 coats of build. And then if you do want to paint them, it's going to have your layers of polish too. So, I mean, you're not really going to notice it unless you look from the end of your nail. I can show you after, you'll be able to see the thickness difference, but from top down, you would never know. And just like with regular application, you want to avoid the skin. Make sure that's nice and clean. Okay, last cure here. So this is cure coat number 5 and cure number 5. So I did, again, 2 coats with Champagne Toast, just because I think it looks really pretty, but you don't have to do that if you just have Clearly Frisky, you can do 5 coats of Clearly Frisky. If you feel, I mean, you could do as many coats as you want. I have fairly thick, strong nails, so I feel 5 is good. But if you feel like your nails are thinner and bendier, then you can do 6 layers if you want, or 7. As long as you're doing thin enough coats and curing it in between, you'll be good to go. Alrighty, ladies, thanks for hanging in with me. We're almost done. Okay, so that is cured. So now we are going to remove this form. So gently, you're going to have to kind of wiggle it around because it now is cured to your natural nail. So you'll feel the pull and the pressure of you trying to remove this form. So just gently wiggle, pull. I find the corners can be a little bit tough to remove, but it is cured, so just kind of give it a little bit of time to release. Once you get one corner, I find it can roll fairly easily to come off. So there, that is off. Look at that, baby. So obviously got a little bit of carried away with the Clearly Frisky. Not a big deal because we are going to shape it just like you would a natural nail. So take the white side of your file, and it's cured gel, so you can work away. So I'm going to leave the tip on because I want kind of an almond shaped tip. So you can taper in the sides. I'll just show you how to shape them to match my other nails. So I'm going to taper in the sides. Top and come down a bit. You can even clip if you went way too long and you don't want to take the time to file. You can easily clip it too. Whatever you guys like to do works. Get rid of the excess length. Like I said, the corners can be a little tricky, so just try to get it nice and tight in the corners. So this corner is a little better. You can see it's flusher. All right, so we're just tapering and bringing the tip down. It's looking pretty darn close. And obviously, like I said, I do need to polish it. But it does look pretty, doesn't it? Just with champagne toast. I just like how it gives that French manicured, but kind of faded out look. I really like the look of the champagne toast. But if you're popping a polish on anyway, no need to worry about what's underneath of it. All right, so still a little bit too long. So I'm gonna keep going. You guys get the idea. I'm basically now just shaping, but you can see how solid it is. Like it's solid. So I am going to town on it here. This is looking better. There, so I might do a little bit more shaping. I might take a little bit more length off, but you can see, I mean, from the top down, you would know no different. It just looks like a natural nail. So from the, all full of nail dust, from the top, you can see, you know, a height difference a bit from, you know, the build to a natural nail. This is 3 coats of polish on it. So once this has, you know, 2 or 3 coats of polish, it will be a little bit thicker yet. But how cool is that? Thanks for watching, ladies.